So when it comes to home security cameras, I have a very specific list of requirements before I can consider it the one to have at home. First of all, I want it to be easy to install. Next, I want it to be hassle-free. So I don't like wires. I want it to be wireless, but at the same time, I don't want to have to keep charging it. I also want it to have very good video quality during the day and at night. Oh, and I don't want to pay for any monthly subscription at all. Lastly, I want it to work with Apple HomeKit. I know it's a tall order, but that is my list of requirements. And if you are like me and you're looking for that specific camera, then I have a really good recommendation for you. Today's video is sponsored by Eufy so that I can showcase the brand new Eufy Cam S3 Pro that has significant improvements over the Eufy Cam 3, such as a faster f1.0 lens for better low light performance, max color vision for nighttime surveillance, improved motion detection, and better solar charging technology, to name a few. Honestly, this kit came at a perfect time because I was increasingly getting frustrated having to charge my old Eufy wireless cameras thanks to false detections. Basically, it's draining the battery because it's always detecting things that are just movements of the shadows and stuff. Also, I finally got rid of my old wired cameras because they are very limiting when it comes to placement. The Eufy Cam S3 Pro comes with everything you need to get started right out of the box. Oh, and by the way, if you're ever intimidated by home security cameras, it's a lot simpler than you might think. Basically, you only need a few main parts, which in this case would be the home base and the two cameras. But it gets even better because these two cameras require no wires, no monthly subscription, and no recharging thanks to the newly improved solar panels. Basically, when you mount them, they're practically maintenance-free. And bonus features for those who use Apple products because this is HomeKit compatible. And to me, this is a huge thing because it makes it a lot easier to access all the cameras using a single app instead of jumping from one app to the other. Because HomeKit enables me to view the live feed through my MacBook, my iPhone, my Apple TV, and even my Apple Watch. Setup is pretty straightforward, and I'll give you a little preview to give you an idea of what to expect. First thing you need to do is download the official Eufy app. You can do this by searching the App Store or by simply scanning the QR code provided in the packaging. Next is you need to plug in the home base to a power outlet and connect it to your router via the provided Ethernet cable. Quick note, once you have everything set up, you can configure the home base to connect to your internet via Wi-Fi if you choose. The app will then ask to scan the barcode located underneath your home base for you to add it. It's recommended that you keep the home base around 3 feet off the ground and away from a wall as much as possible for better coverage. Once completed, you can now add the security cameras one by one. You sync them by pressing the button and it will emit a sound that will allow it to be detected by the home base. I will be mounting these cameras in two very specific locations. But before I do that, I want to show you the nighttime video quality because honestly, it's pretty impressive. So this is what the space looks like during the day. I'm going to mount the camera right there, somewhere on top of the wall, right there. To give you an idea, this is what it looks like during the day. And this is what it looks like at night. I'm going to move here to an even darker area. And honestly, it's quite impressive. This is where I was standing. It's very, very dark. And the iPhone's actually doing a really good job lifting the dark areas and making it a little bit more visible. Considering how dark this place actually is, whatever you're seeing through the Eufy Cam S3 Pro, it's honestly very impressive. The Eufy Cam S3 Pro uses what they call max color vision technology, which is an AI ISP-powered 4K camera with a fast f1.0 lens aperture. This allows the sensor to gather more light even in very dark areas. Right now, this is standard night mode, which is very impressive. So I'm going to switch to daylight, which brightens up pretty much everything. And, you know, it's just a little bit clearer, but honestly, it's still very impressive. So I'm going to switch to spotlight right now. I was really impressed at how much detail you can get without using any other light source, and the new adaptive spotlight feature is a very nice addition. The motion-triggered spotlight can automatically adjust lighting for optimal footage quality and efficiency, and honestly, it's just a great deterrent for would-be intruders. And finally, this is infrared mode. That's pretty cool. And again, this is to give you an idea of how dark it actually is where I was just standing at, it's completely dark. One key feature that I am happy to have is the addition of radar to detect motion. Using the improved technology, the Eufy Cam S3 Pro can precisely detect movement up to 39 feet. The previous Eufy Cam 3 only used passive infrared as opposed to the S3 Pro that uses radar alongside it. This dramatically reduces false alerts by up to 99% according to Eufy, which is one of the reasons why my old C2 always required charging. And speaking of charging, the S3 Pro uses Solar Plus 2.0 technology, which has a 50% larger solar panel compared to the Eufy Cam 3. This means that the S3 Pro only requires 1 hour of sunlight per day to keep it fully charged. And the panels initiate charging even in less than ideal lighting conditions, such as being partially shaded. The panels also use a special coating that keeps dust and water from blocking them, maintaining consistent energy output. Now, hypothetically speaking, I don't really need to charge them because we get sunlight all year long. So they're basically maintenance free. But what if your mounting locations are in a shaded area? Well, good thing that the S3 comes with an external solar panel, which is super handy. Mounting is also super easy thanks to the provided mounting kit. So I decided to mount the camera in this particular area of the house, and I just want to show you what it looks like here at night. Here's a sample of what it looks like during the day, and here's a sample of what it looks like at night. Right now you're looking at that area, and it's actually really dark in this particular area of the house. But on the camera feed, it looks like I have ample light source coming from somewhere, which is really impressive. So I'm going to walk by and you should see that the motion detectors will turn on the lights, and this is what you see. I'm walking through it right now and it's actually really bright. While the camera themselves are very impressive, I think the Homebase 3 needs to be recognized because it can support up to 16 gigs of expandable storage, which means that all the recordings you capture from the S3 Pro are locally stored in your hard drive, meaning you don't have to pay for any sort of cloud service or a subscription plan, giving you control of your own privacy. Now, there's a few features I'd like to show you through the Eufy app, such as the 24/7 Smart Snapshot option. This lets the camera take periodic snapshots throughout the day, allowing you to quickly review events without causing significant battery drain. You can also utilize what Eufy calls Bionic Mind AI, which intelligently identifies faces, humans, packages, vehicles, and even pets. Since it is AI-driven, the system will improve and recognize familiar faces the more you use it. Of course, you have the choice to enable or disable this feature, but I think the fact that this new camera system can do that is pretty impressive. In summary, the Eufy Cam S3 Pro is an impressive package for those looking for a home security camera that is easy to install, easy to use, doesn't require a subscription, has a ton of extra features, and probably most importantly, has amazing video quality both for day and nighttime surveillance. Oh, and it also works with Apple HomeKit. This is the type of security camera that I've been waiting for, and I highly recommend that you check it out. You can learn more by clicking on the link in the description box, and I just want to say thanks again to Eufy for sponsoring today's video and for providing me with the S3 Pro that I've been enjoying for the last few weeks. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys again very soon.